Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Wish you a very happy Holi. आज होली का त्योहार है and from today we are starting this new series for you all जहाँ हम शाम को आएंगे और कुछ इंडेक्स की बातें करेंगे, कुछ ब्रॉडर निफ्टी, बैंक निफ्टी, ब्रॉडर एसेट क्लास, commodities, gold, ये सारी बात करेंगे so that you guys get a good insight about the macro structure of the markets. So I'm Shuchi Runta. A quick brief about myself. Having over 15 years of experience in the field of trading and research. And with me, I have Mr. Shanando Das, who is a mentor in our TMP course, having over 12 years of experience, and we call him the currency and the commodity master. He knows it all. So, welcome, Shanando, for this show.
Hello everyone. Happy Holi to you all.
So I hope we are able to make utilize of your time in the best possible way. So आपके जो भी questions है, please put it in the comment box. Okay, we will take them. And the agenda of this session, as I said, is very clear that we will start with Nifty. We will do a detailed analysis of Nifty, Bank Nifty, gold, crude, current, broader commodity section, right? Apart from that, if you want us to cover anything specific, please put it in the chat window, right? So let me share my screen not to waste any much more time. Right. So is my screen visible? Shanando, can you just confirm me? Yes.
It's
Okay.
visible.
Okay, thanks. So let's start with the Nifty first, the broader view कि अभी broader structure Nifty का क्या है. So I'm just opening the weekly chart of Nifty. This is the weekly time frame, and let me just hide all the averages which is here. Just simply price action के basis पे बात करते हैं. तो यहाँ पे अगर आप देखें तो ये एक जो प्रीवियस स्विंग हाई है अराउंड दिस लेवल, इसको अगर हम ऐसे करते हैं, राइट? सो यहाँ पे मार्केट टच करके फ्रॉम हियर इट रिवर्स्ड एंड कॉन्स्टेंटली फ्रॉम द मंथ ऑफ डिसम्बर वी आर हैविंग अ लोअर टॉप एंड लोअर बॉटम. सो बेस्ड ऑन दाउ थ्योरी ये एक डाउन ट्रेंड में है बिकॉज द लोज आर लोअर देन द प्रीवियस वन एंड द हाइज आर ऑल्सो लोअर देन द प्रीवियस वन. And if we look at the averages over here, ये एवरेजेस में प्लॉट करती हूँ. सो प्राइस जो है वो अपने एवरेजेस के नीचे ट्रेड कर रहा है. सो अगेन दैट इज ऑल्सो कंफर्मिंग दैट करंटली वी आर इन अ डाउन ट्रेंड. ओके, so just going back to my another template of weekly, if you look here, I have also drawn something like this over here, which is a downward sloping channel. Okay, now अगर हम वीकली मोमेंटम इंडिकेटर्स को देखें तो ये भी RSI भी नीचे है और अराउंड 50 के आसपास ही है. सो कोई अपवर्ड मोमेंटम वीकली चार्ट्स पे नहीं है. एंड MACD इंडिकेटर जो है दैट इज ऑल्सो इन दी सेल मोड. नाउ कमिंग टू द डेली स्ट्रक्चर. डेली स्ट्रक्चर अगर हम देखें सो निफ्टी अभी अपने 200 एक्सपोनेंशियल मूविंग एवरेज के ऊपर क्लोजिंग दिया है. इट हैज क्लोज्ड अबव इट्स 200 एक्सपोनेंशियल मूविंग एवरेज ऑन फ्राइडे. एंड लास्ट वीक once the 17,450 level was crossed, we saw that markets gave an up move, and today also it had a further rally. Okay, now just hiding these, looking at the RSI, अगर आप देखें तो लास्ट वीक मार्केट काफी ओवरसोल्ड हो गया था. इफ यू सी ये जो लेवल है 30 का लेवल है, दिस इज अ लेवल वेयर मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम द मार्केट्स हैव बाउंस्ड बैक. Comparing from here, if we see that over here the RSI had made a low, from there we saw a good bounce back. Again at this level we saw markets touched this oversold and again bounced back. Coming to the most recent ones, if we see from 26th December, it made a low, bounced back, went back again. Again here, it took support, bounced back, and again last week, Friday ko it had low. It was looking oversold, and then in the last week we did see a good bounce back based on volumes. Now MACD की अगर हम बात करें, so MACD is just on the verge of giving a fresh buy signal, but yet it has not given. Averages, yes, the index trades below the averages as of now because it could not close below the average. Now the question is that based on Friday's rally and based on today's rally, we had a gap up opening. Market tested 17,800. It's closed at 17,700, which is a higher closing. It is a higher high. It made a higher high and it made a lower low. So the question is, has it reversed, or is it just a pullback of the bears? So iska answer ke liye we will have some evidences. Now currently looking at the current structure, we are in a bear market, that is downtrend rather, with higher lower tops and lower bottoms, as I told you. Okay, now when does this situation actually reverse? Unless and until we go beyond this level, that is the channel high, and unless and until we make a higher high from the previous swing top. The previous swing top was this. Unless and until we make a higher high, still the reversal becomes a question mark. We are still in the pullback mode till the time we decisively start trading above this level. Now what is this level? This is 18,050, 18,100. This is the zone where the resistance actually stands. Now currently, what is the scenario? Immediate basis pay, based on the FII DII data, we saw that like I'd like to show you the stockage screen where we can track the FII data. In the participants, now if we look here, see that the month of February, they had been excessively short, and on Friday, the Friday's rally, their net sell position, their net shorts outstanding in the index have reduced from 1.3 lakhs to 89 lakhs, right? So today's data is still not there from the exchange. So probably by 8 o'clock, 8:30, you will see the data. You all can log into Stockage app and check out this data also. Now, so FII का जो data है, that has reduced, that is the short position in the index have reduced from before. And index wise, if we see that on the smaller time frame, this index has made a double bottom kind of a structure and has been moving up higher. But the question is till when? So 17,800 is an area where an important resistance stands. How? Because यहाँ पे there is a gap, there is a big gap जहाँ पे create हुआ था. So 17,800 is the gap level where it started, and it is also an area where multiple times in the past the index had taken support. So definitely 17,800 is a level which the bears are actively tracking. And it, you see today the bears exactly index exactly made a high of 17,999.95, and we saw a fall from that level itself, and the index has closed near the low. So that is very clear that 17,800 has acted as a resistance. Once we go above 17,800, then of course this is the level which one needs to look at, which is 18,000, 18,050, 18,100, this zone. Now on the hindsight, ये pullback कब reverse होगा, या for traders what can they do? So for traders, the best approach is to keep a stop loss based and keep a support zone based on Friday's low. which is 17,450. So this is also the neckline area of the W pattern which was formed on the short term chart. So traders can go long on stock specific actions with Friday's candle low, which is 17,460. On the upper hand, it is 17,800 and 18,000 50 18,100. So that's the overall structure. Once this gets broken, 17,450 gets again broken, probably we might make a lower low, and this lower low can take the index to 17,000 levels. So this is a quick view on the Nifty chart. And if we see here on stockage social, that if you're a club member, we already give out this view. If you look here, that in the morning before the markets opened, we gave out this view, and traders could really trade, taking this opportunity with the help of these levels. In fact, if you look here, we also, there were people who could actually, just a minute, I would like to show you here that when we spoke about this, there were a few members who also took the advantage of this, and they made changes in their option positions also, and they adjusted their straddles accordingly. So stockage social definitely helps you doing that. So if you are a club member, if you are a stockage club member, you will be getting all these updates on the stockage social platform. You all must be aware of that. Now, coming to Bank Nifty, how is Bank Nifty, placed? Bank Nifty, अगर आप देखेंगे, so this is basically a part of his big pattern, triangle pattern it is trading, and it has exactly bounced back from its 200 exponential moving average. So Bank Nifty has been a constant outperformer in this entire rally vis-a-vis Nifty, and last week also Bank Nifty had outperformed Nifty, uh, especially the PSU banks. Okay, so Bank Nifty had outperformed, but today what has happened is that again a similar structure what Nifty had happened, that मार्केट ऊपर गया, एंड ये जो प्रीवियस स्विंग हाई है, ये देखिए, ये जो प्रीवियस स्विंग हाई है उसी के आसपास इट टुक रेजिस्टेंस, इट फेल डाउन एंड इट क्लोज्ड नियर द लो. So this particular candle pattern, is not very encouraging. Though the daily MACD has entered into a buy mode, my RSI is already above 50, but this only shows that the sentiments, that the bullish momentum is somewhere lacking, because had the bulls been active, markets would have been able to sustain this high level, this resistance level, and closed over here. So this is very evident कि market एक pullback mode में है. It's not a reversal because bulls are yet to take that momentum. एंड ऊपर की लेवल्स पे बेयर्स बिकम एक्टिव और यहाँ से रेजिस्टेंस आ रहा है. सो लेवल्स की अगर बात करें तो 41,700 इज द इमीडिएट स्विंग हाई वेयर द रेजिस्टेंस स्टैंड्स, 41,700, and next is the 42,000, which is this level, this candle high approximately. And support की बात करें तो again Friday candle low, which is 40,600, acts as an immediate support. So this was a quick Nifty and Bank Nifty view for all of you. And Shanando, yes, over to you.
Thank you very much. It was a lovely presentation of or defining how it was not a reversal but rather a pullback. So I hope you all can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, and very warm welcome to you. Happy Holi in advance. So tomorrow is a broadly holiday in market first half. In the second half, MCX, which is the commodity exchange, if you all know, that is open. So there we can trade commodities in the evening as intraday trader, those who are busy with their life in the early part of the days. So we'll start. I'll take this as a just a moment. Let me have some water, please.
In
I'll
fact,
start this where I often start analyzing is the bond market. sorry, the bond market. First, I'll take a look at the what's happening through the U.S. bond market, because that is the mother market. Bond market and the foreign exchange market are the two biggest market in the world, so they complement each other. All the asset that we are transacting has to pass through the foreign exchange market. There is no exception. So these two markets are extremely important. So first, I take a look at 2 years. So this background color is, this is basically based on moving averages. This background color is denoting me that in which phase the market is. So this is the bull phase. So US 2-year interest rate is in a bull phase, means it's on the rise. And overall, we know that if common sense, if interest rate goes up, say tomorrow, our interest home loan interest rate goes up to 20%, it will hurt us. So naturally, if interest rates are going up, that's not a good news for equities. But what I see here, since last year, since Thursday, overall interest rates have been falling, though the overall background has been green, means the overall structure has been bullish. And the momentum here is showing there has been a bit of retracement. As interest rate is bad for, higher interest rate is bad for equities, a lower interest rate means good for equities as well as risky assets. So naturally, this explains some of the up move that we saw in Nifty and broadly equity market. So after 2 years, I generally will take a look at what's happening in the 10-year interest rate market. So broadly, they were in a green background. Now it's in a yellow background, which means basically market is moving in a more neutral area. So since these two interest rates are broadly struggling to keep up the pace, which we had seen earlier in the previous week as well as earlier in the last week, but started struggling Thursday onwards. As they started struggling overall, so our US dollar has started struggling as well. So since interest rates and bond market and forex market goes hand to hand, so dollar broadly has been struggling. We can see a lot of yellow zones are coming up as well, not a straightforward green zone. And momentum, though it's on the bullish side, we are also seeing some retracement. So it's broadly, we can say dollar is moving on a rangish mode. So why is that? That is because the overall market is waiting for a catalyst. What is that catalyst? Broadly, few catalysts are coming up. If you are a Stockage Social Club member and have not subscribed to this commodity currency section, I'll recommend you do that. And there we publish several tracker reports, and this is the multi-asset monthly tracker. So there I can see under that tracker report that there is a Chair Powell testimony. Those who are not familiar with Chair Powell, he is the Federal Reserve Chairman, and one of the key person who decides on the interest rates, what will be the Federal Reserve or US dollar interest rates. So he will state out his outlook. So 7th of March means tomorrow on a holy day, so a lot of volatility can be seen during this time in the commodity market. But since forex would be closed, it is well recommended that we should assess our position, and as I did, we should assess our position and decide what we might do forward. So this is one key event, but one of the most important event that global markets, equities, commodities, everyone will be focusing on is on the 10th March data, which is the non-farm payroll. So that is one event you should be noticing it closely. And the next major event after that, there will be a long pause in market movement, and you can expect a range. The final data is March 4th, that is inflation rate, extremely important for FX and commodity. And after that, I expect the FX and commodity market to broadly die down, move in a range, and wait for the mega event of the month, which is the FOMC interest rate decision on 22nd March. I'm sorry, I think you were, there was a problem. I think I was not able to show you the proper screens. So let me repeat it again with the right screens. A quick repetition. So this was the monthly tracker I was talking about. So this is what you can get in the Stockage Social. This is the commodity currency section I was talking about.
Shanundu, you need to share your entire screen.
Okay,
Yes, we can
let
see
me
that.
share my
Yes, we can see the thing now. You can just
yeah,
zoom
okay.
out a little bit.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, we can see the report.
So this is the basically report or the upcoming economic data I was talking about. That let me go it through again quickly. This is the 7th March Chair Powell testimony, which is Tuesday on the day of Holi. Next one on 10th March, second Friday of the month. This is coming non-farm payroll or U.S. unemployment report. 14th March inflation report, and finally 22nd March is the FOMC interest rate decision. So forex and commodity market will broadly be focusing on that. And currently, there since they are waiting for Chair Powell, and we can see what is happening in the forex market. Just a moment. Let me change the screen. So yes, it has moved. As you can see, US dollar has moved to a range. Euro USD is moving to a range. These are two important lines for me. These are for me are options lines. In these flat regions or these any levels on these lines are good levels to sell options for me. So and for me, the between any price between these two lines will broadly mean range. And you can see also the background color is yellow, which will mean the market is in a more neutral mode. Pound is more bearish compared to Euro USD, as clearly can be seen by the background color, as also below the two moving averages. So, and the momentum, it's below the zero line, and it's in a red zone currently. So, broadly, pound it's in a bearish range, whereas Euro USD is more of a neutral. The pair I'm more interested in is this one, and this one, those who are into FX, this can give a further up move as it has gradually moved above both the moving averages, but it's waiting for the same catalyst. If interest rate goes up after Powell testimony, you can see expect further increase in USD JPY exchange rate. Whereas if Powell is more dovish, then you can expect the opposite, dollar going down and USD JPY is also moving lower. As USD JPY has been moving higher, our JPY INR exchange rate has been moving lower steadily, and this was a very good short opportunity. Currently, since a long holiday is coming up, and also Chair Powell is there, so it is recommended that it was we should reduce our position or reassess it, especially on these event days. GBP INR, it's again bearish below the both the two moving averages. Background is red. Momentum is indicating below the zero line, and it's red. Its picture is quite clear. Those who are watching this chart and wish to trade forex market, please do remember that this chart broadly follows the spot market, which is not suitable to consult alone for trading. You need to also watch the future chart as well, which is available to your broker's terminal. So with currency being done and broadly dollar being in the rangish mode, and you can expect similar movement in the broad commodity section. We'll start with gold and silver because they are more closely related to the US dollar compared to other metals and other commodities. So broadly, this is you can see it's in a range between the two moving averages. Zone is yellow. Broadly, momentum is still on the bearish zone. Unless I get significant evidence, I will not be going long in this one. This we had a very good run. There was a beautiful shooting star here, a candlestick pattern that is bearish, and after that we had a quite a mega flow. Silver gave an excellent opportunity for going long as well as going short. This was a good long opportunity, both above the moving average. You could have used any moving average, and currently it has fallen. And after this was a very good point of entry for short. And currently, with this kind of price action, which engulfed the previous candle, it is not recommended to very aggressive, and with momentum on the bearish side, background on the red, price below two moving averages, not really thinking of going long in silver. So let's come to quickly to take a look at crude oil. Crude oil recently, this commodity is very interesting for a retail traders because our government once again have launched crude oil mini contracts. So this could be a good money making opportunity with limited risk, but you should always try to follow the trend. And you can see the crude oil is currently in no trend as per daily. So it's in a range, and if these are option lines, we can use these flat zones to place our strikes on the put and the call side. This is basically a non-directional market. Crude oil market is basically waiting for a catalyst. The chart you should look at to, if you make, I want to make big money on crude oil recent times, is this chart. Crude oil is the monthly chart. Why monthly chart? As you can see, the price action, several doji or indecision candle coming up, which means soon there will be a big move in any one direction once this doji candle started breaking up. So you can put an alert at these levels and go for the trade. While going for the trade, you need to remember that you have to be with the momentum. So momentum indicator you need to include while taking this trade. So let's go copper. Copper is basically once again moving to a range. We had a very good run, but now that seems on a monthly chart it's definitely over. Let's take a look at the daily chart. It's quite clear, move below the fast moving averages, and it's within a range. Who is currently controlling the momentum? As you can see, it's in the bearish control, so not really thinking of copper on the positional side, on the buy side at all. So it can come back. How further this low is getting broken? It was an important support, as you can see from this flat region. So once 748 gets cleared up, you can expect further down move towards these areas, 744 and 728, 724 area. I think one counter everybody might be interested in, especially those are familiar with the commodity market, is the natural gas. What a wonderful run! But this is the time to be actually being careful in natural gas. This was a big move, 160 to almost 245, 46 region, which was a very important resistance. And overnight, those who were bullish suddenly were shocked by this big bearish move to the downside. Well, natural gas was clearly, as you can see, this long term trend line, it's well below, so it's still within the grasp of the bears, but something is changing. We are seeing some changes in the color. It was a deep red in this zone, but now it's starting to turn yellow and green. So better trades in these cases will be to buy support, and price actions remains one of the supreme to enter any trade. As you can see, those who are familiar could easily point out that this was a bullish engulfing candle in natural gas. So this level naturally is very important. This is the level of 170. Another level we can expect to be very important is the 205. 204.5 region, you can expect some buyer fight up. So if further up move is required, buy breakout trade can be taken above these levels, and you might look for buy support opportunities. Sorry. Buy support opportunities in this zone below this black line. Why? Because this is also an important support zone. This is known as the window is in Japanese teaching, or the mado, which we known as gaps. So they may act as support resistance. So these are the areas you might be interested. If you're a buyer, these are the areas you might be looking for price action to take trade uh, on natural gas. I think that's it from my side. What I will do last ones, Shuchidi has nicely covered the indexes, so I'll take a quick look through this model, so how the sectors are doing, and this is the time not to look at indices, rather look at good quality stocks. If you get good quality stocks, these are some of the stocks I was eagerly looking at. So these are the some of the good stocks which has given good run. Strong stocks. These are the kind of strong stocks you should look for in this region rather than focusing on indices. So let's take a quick look at the sectors, which say how the sectors are doing. So first is the auto sectors. You can see above the moving averages, but in a yellow zone, a hammer or a doji has come. So broadly in a neutral zone auto, you no need to be over aggressive in auto sector. Commodities clearly in red, both below the moving averages. So if you are holding large exposure into commodities, once this hammer candle starts moving below, you should be careful on your positions. So energy trying to make a comeback, as we can see from the momentum green also, but overall it's still not a great buy. Background for me is red. This is based on once again moving averages and both below the moving averages. Financial in neutral zone, as you can see from the colors, so no need to be aggressive on the financial. FMCG is one good sector not to be push aggressive, rather if you are more interested in playing long short kind of position in future, you go long on FMCG sector stocks and go short on the sector that is weak, like media has been pretty weak, though some price action here. Hammer is definitely noteworthy. I think our half an hour session is almost up. This is last sector I would like to point out. This is the public sector enterprise, both above the moving averages and going green. Momentum in the green sector. So this could be another sector which could give some protection while Nifty goes this way and that way. Thank you very much, you all, for attending our first live session, which is getting launched today.
थैंक यू सो मच, विश यू ऑल अ वेरी हैप्पी होली अगेन. आशा करती हूँ आप सबको ये आज का लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग पसंद आया और आप लोग को एक ब्रॉडर आउटलुक मिला मेजर एसेट क्लासेस का, विद इज निफ्टी, बैंक निफ्टी, कमोडिटीज एंड करेंसीज. कल हम लोगों के इक्विटी मार्केट्स इज क्लोज्ड and but international markets will be open, so of course currency and commodity में movement रहेगा. so इसका impact अपने को 2 दिन बाद पता चलेगा, कल के बाद वाले ट्रेडिंग सेशन में पता चलेगा. so don't worry, enjoy the festival with your family and we will meet again day after tomorrow. Thank you everybody.